difference between relatively high. As this is a design build, that means it has to have contractor and also the design team. The weak point we found, I was not part of the evaluation team, but I did not do the evaluation, but I agree with the evaluation. Weak point in their bid package, they did not mention of design engineer. In a design build project, we need to know the design engineer and their qualification, who is the design engineer. And also what we found, in the subcontractor list, they put who is the design engineer. And also what I don't see anything for the design and geotechnical. I don't see anything for the design and geotechnical. So basically they got a zero in that. So basically they got a zero in that line. Understanding and technical approach, they understanding and technical approach, they the lowest bidder, they could not get the highest. The lowest bidder, they could not get the highest score. And also I found another discrepancy. I should not say discrepancy because I was not a part of the evaluation team. Evaluation is done, I should go by the evaluation. They put surveying services $10,000 something dollar, but total design that includes surveying, design, geotechnical, they put around $29,000, which is very low amount too. But based on the evaluation, Concord Technologies, they scored highest, and they have a Kim Lee Horn and Associates as a design engineer in their team, and Kim Lee Horn also is in our list of consultants under CCNA. They're very good consultant. They included Tierra South Florida for geotechnical services and Obiram Surveying for surveying services that we need for this project. So basically, I have gone through the evaluation, and definitely I do agree with the evaluation scored the way they scored, and that's why I recommended that it should be awarded to the highest ranked Concord Technology Incorporated, because their package is complete, responsive, responsible, and the way they put their bid item, reasonable. Because we found some of the bid, only mobilization more than $100,000. One was $150,000, $154,000. We found one was $220,000. For mobilization for this kind of small project, they're definitely unrealistic, but they are not ranked 1 or 2. Basically, here we found Concord Technology as number 1 ranked. That's why I recommended this project to be awarded to them, and they provided their complete team. They included their project understanding and technical approach in the package. So basically, based on the package, we see they have total understanding of the project, what needs to be done, and they provided the timeline that is also reasonable. Thank you. If you have any comment.
Question, Mr. Nasir. At Otis Gray Park, when it rains there's a pocket that really floods and retains the water. What is going on?
We did not include any drainage in this project because this is grants funded. And in the grants scope, there is no drainage. If we want to consider anything for drainage, that has to be another project. We cannot include anything under this. But if there is any issue that can be addressed, actually, normally in a park, there is a 100% almost yes area. If we have any drainage problem over there, that is not a drainage issue. The low spot area, we use that for retention or a detention. That is part of the drainage system. And we have some designated area over there that we should see rainwater after the rain, because this is designed for that. That's why you see that water.
What happens, Mr. Nasir? Is there anything that can be done about that in another project, not this? Is there anything that can be done about that in another project, not this?
Use that area as a retention area.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah.
Top of what's already there?
Out contracts, we usually, it sounds like we try to go for people who have the lowest bid or among the low. Out contracts, we usually, it sounds like we try to go for people of the bid amount.
Thank you to that to the lowest bidder. But if it is not only that to the lowest bidder, but we have to look into the technical part. When the design will be good, when the design will be good, if the engineer, because design controls the cost, design contractor does, the design engineer is responsible to, they are putting the bid, the dollar amount, with the concept that we provided. But if they have the design team, they have to look into the design because it's not a complete design, it's a guideline. They cannot use design 100%. This is only, can say only 10% design. Another 90% their engineer needs to do. So they have to have full understanding, which that's the responsibility of the professional engineer. That's it's very important that we look into quality.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is a match grant, isn't it?
Yes.
So through you, Madam Mayor. So the city pays half the amount?
We have 400, through you, Madam Mayor, we have $400,000 from the state, and rest, before I even submitted the resolution, I contacted finance for account number. Yes, we have available funding source from CIP to cover the total cost that we are recommending.
Attorney Callaway?
Madam Mayor and Commissioners, just another note going back to the Uniform Collection Agreement. One is, I want you to be aware that,
Oh, I'm sorry.
did we finish the item?
Yeah, did we finish Cully's?
Yes.
Yes,
Item?
Okay.
Thank
Commissioner
you.
Maxwell Williams? Thank you, Mr. Nazir.
Thank you very much. Yes, hi, Madam Mayor. When you ask the question, it takes me a few seconds for the thing to pop up and I press the button.
All right, Commissioner. I just want to make sure, because if we don't see your hand or anything, I want to make sure that we get you.
Yes, yes. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
All right, you're welcome. Attorney Callaway?
Yes, and again, I wanted to make sure that we're ready for tomorrow regarding this particular matter. In the event, first of all, we will ask the tax collector if they will have a representative present in the event that there are questions that maybe they should be in the best position to answer. And then second, assuming not, but also assuming that we don't reach a resolution of the two items, we do have a draft agreement that is attached to the resolution on the Commission's regular meeting agenda item, and I will be in a position to make some edits consistent with our ability to get there or not, but the document will be something that I'm comfortable that the commission, it will be substantially consistent with what is in the draft document.
Resolution 2025-137, ratifying the filing of the city's financial report for August 2025, period 11, as prepared by the Department of Financial Services for the purpose to give a brief summary of the item. To give a brief summary of the item. To give a brief summary of the item.
Ms. Haynes.
Good afternoon again, Madam Mayor and fellow commissioners. The Senate for August period 11 circulated already to commissioners.
Haynes said we do have it. Do you want to give us some highlights and some high points of the report, please?
Oh, I was going to do that tomorrow. At period 11, we were at 90% collection of our revenue. For period 12, which would be the end of our fiscal year, September, would be a better gauge of how we did when we compare revenues, budget to actual. And for August, we also have most of our expenditures within budget. We have not exceeded our budget on expenditures.
At period 11, we were collection of our revenue.
Mr. Cummings?
Period 12, which would be the end of our fiscal year, September.
Mr. Cummings?
Be a better gauge for how we did when we compare revenues.
Madam Mayor, may I just ask,
August and also.
may I just ask,
Thank you, Ms. Haynes. Thank you, Ms. Haynes.
The power of choice, teen decision. The power of choice, teen decision.
so much,
Commissioner Thomas.
thank you. So much,
Commissioner Thomas.
thank you. This teen, let's see here, it's the Teen Decision Making Summit. It deals with empowering and engaging teens on making decisions, whether they're pressures, prevention, footprints, and the power of choice. We know that our teens are pressured with all different types of decisions. And I do believe that this particular team by Dr. Jones, Brooks Jones, is here before us at the podium in order to explain more. I do have
Good afternoon, members of the dais and community. Good afternoon, members of the dais and community. Summit, The Power of Choice, is one that we feel is very important. It's going to be held during National Anger Awareness Week, and it's also just after the bullying. I think this week is National Bullying Week. It's an opportunity to have conversations with our teens about making the right choices as it pertains to handling their anger, bullying others, and the digital world. We know that the statistics have shown, I think there are about 75 deaths nationally to date of individuals that were involved in sexploitation, which is digital use of individuals' personas superimposed in sexual positions, and then they're being blackmailed by these individuals, and with them not having the understanding that this information is false and can't go anywhere, instead of them reaching out to adults, they go ahead and take their lives. So we have an increase in teen suicides pertaining to digital spaces. We have school issues where children come to school and get into fights because they're bullying each other online, and then it comes into the classroom. And we've seen an increase in Broward County with a lot of digitally rooted fights. So we just want to have kids get an understanding that whatever they put online is there permanently. Businesses are reviewing their online presence when time comes for hiring. So we need to be more careful about the choices we make, especially in digital spaces. So that's the main focus of the forum. We're going to have cyberbullying, cyber safety, like I said, human trafficking, digital awareness, and then just decision making, right? Teaching them how to engage in critical thought, understanding that we have more than two choices whenever we have a decision to make.
Thank you. Thank you for that more elaborate explanation for me. I do more elaborate explanation for me. More elaborate explanation for me. Noted that police services. Noted that police services. I have $330. I have $330. Seeing 888. That and
This is exactly pertaining to the costs that you're
able to significantly reduce that number to.
So, thank you for that, Madam ACN. I'm hearing maybe that's two different things. You're saying wanting someone to be present or someone to serve the position.
someone to be present, to be part of the conversation.
So it's clarification,
in terms of a cost.
in terms of cost for someone, there should be no cost for someone to be a part of the station as opposed to services being provided as we would have an event. There should be no cost here. I mean, I guess that's wrong. When we it did say for safety, that's how it was BSL. I totally agree with Commissioner Thomas that it's just for the confidence that in the service that BSL provided. However, as a part of the proposal, it did require someone on for safety as well as presence. I don't recall that, and that might have been error. There was, I mean, unless the city feels there's a need for an officer for safety for the event, my intent and my request was just for their presence to be there for part of the community. Could you give us the date and where the event is going to be held? For the public?
Thank you for the question through the mayor. The proposed date is November 15th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Madam Mayor, thank you. So this request is city minutes to have the city's logo for marketing purposes as cohesiveness in support of this. That's, to the mayor, yes, that's correct. Just the city's support all commissioners and the mayor, vice mayor, and everyone's support, if that makes sense. Time, 10 to 2. Well, 9 for setup, but the actual finish time is 10 to 2. I'm getting out the message up. So we've already contacted some local community groups. The plan is to do the schools once I get the final flyer drafted and speak to the principals at the schools, letting them know that this is what I'm seeing, charter schools and public schools. And but that's a true. We are targeting the 5th grade through 12th grade school. Which are massive links. Sir, I'm here. President slash trainer of Lauderdale links. Procurement of awarded on the mayor and city clerk. -3 410 contract to provide day management, operation, and maintenance of the public transportation service for Lauderdale links, north, south, east, west route. The contract ending on $75.50 per hour. A further approval is requested to pay in for the period October 1st, 31st, 2025 at a rate of $68 and 98 cents per hour. Madam, it is to be Madam, catering to further discuss this item.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioners, Secretary, and City Manager, and Secretary, to the audience and colleagues. As a report.